Hey guys, this is Tommy with Geek Tyrant and Card Games on Computers. We are continuing our series of opening up the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG 25th Anniversary boxes for the re-release products. We've already done Legend of Blue Eyes, Metal Raiders, and Spell Ruler. We are now on number 4 out of 5. That is Pharaoh's Servant. So be sure to stay tuned for the last iteration of this, which will see us opening the 5th and final box of the re-release, Invasion of Chaos. Very exciting. I'm kind of bummed that some of the other legacy sets, Labyrinth of Nightmare, Legacy of Darkness, Dark Crisis, aren't being reprinted to celebrate, but it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and open up all 24 packs, but then, like in the previous videos in this series, I will be going ahead and trying to create decks from each half and then all together as if I were playing in a sealed environment. It's been kind of fun to do, a fun little exercise to complete. So I'm very excited to see what I get from Pharaoh's Servant. The big chase card for me would be Imperial Order. Other than Imperial Order, I mean, there were a fair number of good cards in here. They're all escaping me at the moment. So we'll just have to see what we get. We'll just have to see. Let me know what your favorite Pharaoh Servant cards are in the comments below. Okay, let's open up this left side first. And without further ado, let's go. There's the left side, and holy cow, was it stacked! Nobleman of Crossout, Killer, Fiend Mega Cyber, personal favorite card, Imperial Order that I was looking for, Dust Tornado, so we got some back row removal. Grave Robber was less than ideal, but, I mean, that's 5. Out of all the other sets, I've been getting about 7 hollows, so either the right side is only getting about 2, or we're in for a ton of hollows this opening, and I am all for it. Let's see what the right side can grab. Okay, so our right side did get a little cheated. I mean, I was glad to see we got a third hollow for the right side. I was really concerned that we were gonna just have Fairy Meteor Crush and Grave Robber. Kind of a bummer to get 2 Grave Robber. It's not the best hollow in the set. It's not the best super rare by a long shot. It was fun to pull the Fairy Meteor Crush though. So this will definitely be some interesting decks for Pharaoh's Servant. Let's go ahead and let's cut to the decks. Okay guys, so here is the left side deck for Pharaoh's Servant. As you can see, we've got Imperial Order, Dust Tornado, we got the Fiend Mega Cyber going for us, Nobleman of Crossout. Those are kind of the big numbers. I threw in Grave Robber just cause it was kind of hard to make a semi-cohesive 40 card deck with just that half, so I threw Grave Robber in. I got 1 Insect Barrier to go with 2 DNA Surgery, hopefully pull off that lock. We threw a Nobleman of Extermination, you know, maybe get rid of some back row. Prohibition, if there's anything super pesky, we can just say, no, you can't play that. Ground Collapse to help kind of make it harder for them to swarm us. Monster Recovery, because, let's see. One problem with this deck is I do have Gravity Bind in here, but there's no way for me to turn off for this deck to turn off Gravity Bind. It's kind of dependent on the opponent, and that's not exactly the smartest move, but it's what we've got. That being said, we do have 3 copies of Bubonic Vermin to help us thin out our deck some. We've got Sky Scout as an 1800 beater. We've got Garochin Kuwagata as 1700. Island Turtle as a big defense of 2k. And, you know, if we're able to get our opponent's life points down enough, we've got some minor Goblin Officials. Meanwhile, to keep our life points up, we've got Solemn Wishes to help us out. Overall, not the best. Some of you may see Bombardment Beetle as kind of sus. You're not wrong. It is, however, something that can help deal with, you know, set monsters potentially. So that's the left side, and then on the right side, this has a lot more of the beaters. This is definitely more offensive. We've got, you know, Darkfire Soldier number 1 and 2. We've got Buster Blader, which overall just has, you know, if we're able to land it, it's 2600 attack. Pretty hard for the other deck to get over. We also have 2 copies of 7 completed to go with our Overdrive and 2 Oni Tank T-34s. You know, we can go ahead if we're going on the offensive. Bam, 700. And that brings an Oni Tank up to 21, Overdrive up to 23. That's really hard to get over in this set. When we've only got 1 copy of DNA Surgery though to go with our Insect Barrier, but we also have Fairy Meteor Crush. So if we do get, you know, if we do have the advantage, we're on the offensive, and our opponent is just, you know, setting monsters left and right, we can use Fairy Meteor Crush as a way to still get at their life points. Shadow of Eyes is also going to be like a way to kind of out weak guys that our opponent sets. I think it's a pretty decent tech in here. We got Michizuri and Magic Drain, which are really nice. Driving Snow is a little sus, but once again, the other deck does have Dust Tornado, so it does have a form of removal. And so as long as that dust tornado hits a trap, driving snow, bam, we get to pop one of their back row cards. So that's kind of where we're at with this. Morphing Jar number 2 is a good pickup though. So there is that. If we are able to combine the whole box, we actually have some pretty cool stuff. I mean, we've got, let me go ahead, take care of that. We got Fiend Mega Cyber, which is a personal favorite. It's like the original Cyber Dragon. We got Buster Blader if we're able to establish enough cards and get, you know, a big guy out. We have 3 copies of Sky Scout, formerly known as Harpy's brother. We've got 3 Island Turtle. We're able to pull off 2 Onitang and 2 Overdrive to go with our 2/7 completed. We have all 3 Bubonic Vermin to help us out as needed. We've got our Shadow Vise. We've got 1 Minor Goblin Official, Magic Drain, Io, Dust Tornado, Michizuri. Like, this is a decent core of a deck right here. We do have 1 DNA Surgery and Insect Barrier for that lock. And once again, Prohibition. Honestly, if it was a thing where like I went out, bought, you know, another pack or 5 of Pharaoh's Servant to build something, honestly, the Insect Lock would probably be one of the first things to go. That and Prohibition are probably the first ones to go. But overall, I mean, I think this is decent considering what we pulled. So let me know in the comments below which half you think would win, left or right. Let me know if you would have made different choices on any of the decks, and what you would have done differently than I. And so until next time, I end my turn.